Hey, what's up? Um, Earlier I was at the zoo and I was talking about how they have two zoo type places under the name of the zoo. One used to be the Wild Animal Park, but it's called the Safari Park now here in San Diego. And at Safari Park, it's more like Africa. The animals get to roam free. Still, there's boundaries around them, but it's not, doesn't have that appearance as much. And then you have the regular zoo where the spaces are a lot smaller. Um, and I had a conversation with this guy that was a zoologist, and um, he talked about how he didn't like to go to the zoo because it was depressing, and I found that very interesting. Um, but my concern is the business professionals that are making major decisions and influencing people that are in their cubicle, their cage per se, and the cage as CJ from I Define TV said, it starts with the mind. It's all about conditioning. Um, there's a guy Zig Ziglar that used to talk about the how if you he was a flea trainer, because if you put fleas in a jar and then you put the cover onto the jar, the fleas would bump the top of the jar. Then once you undid that jar, the fleas would not fly out of there. And that's how we are. Even me, I'm more free than the average person for sure. And we're not even like talking about like some of our leaders and athletes. They're not free either. So very few of us are free. But I like to. I mean, I don't see people around that are as free as I am. But still, I'm not doing everything that I want to do. So how do we break past that mind frame? So I wanted to talk about like the protests that were going on. A lot of people are giving too much power away. They're giving too much influence to somebody. They're saying, oh, give example. Oh, white people won't help us with that. White people won't do this and everything like that. And then you're going out and protest trying to get white people or the government to do stuff. What if all those people that were out of protest got together and started a business? But a business that was not just going to take care of their needs, but was going to be more and challenge society more than the people that they're complaining about. Why don't people do that? If people are complaining about how the Illuminati's messing up the food, come up with your own farms. Have your own farms. Figure out the process for that. Like I don't complain about that shit. Be perfectly honest with you. Because I don't give power to anything. And you know what? If they're trying to poison me, they're doing a fucking bad job. Because my ass is healthy. So how can we break out of the cage? So you have neo-Nazis, KKK in a place demonstrating, which free speech protects that. And then you have Black Lives Matter coming down there. I'm not going there. I'm not going there because you're giving that you're like those people have power over you. Most of those people are in positions that they don't do. I mean, they inflict violence on people. Yeah, you got to go down there for that to happen, or you have to be around it. In most places in the United States, you don't have to worry about that shit. So why go out of your way to go down to something like that? And I'm not saying it's your fault, but you could take ownership in the fact that, okay, I'm not going to go down there. Okay, so I'm a big fan of protests, but when I go to a protest, I'm not sitting in the crowd getting riled up. I'm sitting on the side meditating, giving my energy and my support to the crowd, but also calming the crowd down so they don't get too agitated that they act out and do something stupid. Because all it has to do is take one person in the crowd to throw a rock at the police, and the place could go fucking nuts. It just takes one little action, because you're having a mind. The crowd is sharing one mind. Even if you have two opposing forces, the crowd is controlling one mind. So it's like a bipolar crowd. But it's not just one person that's bipolar, it's a crowd that's bipolar with a lot of energy going in many different directions. So one of the things that I do to calm down the crowd when I do it is the four graces. You don't have to believe it or not. Go ahead and give it a try. You go into a group and just think of it as a group meditation. Think of the protest as a group meditation that all the highest and best intentions of the crowd will be met. And then you say these four phrases: I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, and thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, and thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, and thank you. Say it along with me. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, and thank you. And the crowd won't even know it. I like to stand in an opening so people from the crowd can see me. I stand out for that, and I'm just like whispering that to myself. And a lot of times people always sense that I'm doing something, but they don't know what I'm doing. But what I'm doing is I'm calming down the crowd, but I'm not like taking away energy of the crowd, because this is important, because there's powers that be that want people to have this conflicted stuff. And even Donald Trump, one thing that he said that I thought was like brilliant. He said there's issues on all sides of this. He didn't say two sides. People say there's two sides, but he said all sides. There's many different things there. You're coming into that environment, and a lot of people are expecting that. There's conversations that are there's a cause set in motion with a lot of things that are going there, and it's two sides of a lot of people that are just like, it's like there's nobody there that has anything to give you or offer you there at all. So I hope this helped you out, and go ahead and comment down below. I will talk to you. Peace.